In the quiet countryside of Bulgaria, far from the busy streets of Sofia and Plovdiv, lie villages that have remained largely untouched by modern urban life. These villages, nestled among rolling hills and lush green landscapes, are now quietly becoming the focus of a fascinating cultural and spiritual transformation. Over the past decade, there has been a noticeable rise in interest in Islam among ethnic Bulgarians, a trend that has intrigued scholars, sociologists, and media observers alike. Unlike the larger cities, where religious life is often overshadowed by secular modernity, these rural communities provide a unique setting where faith, tradition, and daily life intersect in meaningful ways. Historically, many of these villages, particularly in southern Bulgaria and the Rhodope Mountains, have had Muslim populations dating back to the Ottoman era. Over generations, these communities preserved Islamic traditions through family life, communal prayer, and festivals. What is striking today, however, is the growing number of ethnic Bulgarians who are choosing to embrace Islam. For many, this decision is not sudden. It stems from a combination of spiritual curiosity, historical awareness, and personal reflection. Locals often describe a renewed interest in exploring their heritage, a desire to understand their roots, and a pursuit of a lifestyle guided by faith and moral principles. Walking through these villages, visitors often note a sense of peaceful coexistence. Women wearing headscarves walk alongside those in Western attire, and children attend both local schools and Quranic classes. The aroma of traditional halal meals fills the air, blending seamlessly with the familiar scents of Bulgarian cooking. Small mosques and community centers, once hidden or underutilized, have become vibrant centers of learning and social interaction. Residents emphasize that embracing Islam is not just a religious act but a way to foster community, preserve cultural traditions, and instill moral values in the next generation. Researchers suggest that historical context plays an important role in this trend. Many Bulgarian families trace their ancestry back to the Ottoman period and view Islam as a way to reconnect with their past. For younger generations, especially those exposed to global cultures and online Islamic content, the faith offers a path for personal growth, ethical guidance, and spiritual fulfillment. Social media platforms, online courses, and video content allow individuals to explore Islam at their own pace, often encouraging them to seek deeper understanding within their local communities. Despite the religious transformation, these villages remain places of harmony. Christians and Muslims continue to live side by side, celebrating festivals together, sharing markets, and participating in social activities without tension. This blend of tradition and change has created a unique dynamic, demonstrating that religious revival can occur naturally and peacefully. For visitors and journalists, the experience of exploring these villages is a revelation, an insight into how faith, culture, and daily life can coexist in rural Europe, quietly reshaping communities while maintaining harmony and respect across generations. In these Bulgarian villages, the journey to embracing Islam is often gradual, deeply personal, and rooted in reflection rather than haste. Local imams and religious educators emphasize that conversion is rarely an impulsive act. Instead, it is a process that can take months or even years. Individuals often attend classes, engage in discussions about faith, participate in community events, and learn about Islamic principles before formally declaring their conversion. This thoughtful approach ensures that new Muslims are informed, committed, and integrated into village life, making the transition meaningful rather than superficial. In villages like Karjali, Momshilgrad, and Zlatograd, mosques have become central to community life, attracting both longtime Muslim families and newcomers. Attendance at Friday prayers has steadily increased, and religious festivals are now more widely celebrated, reflecting the growing presence of Islam. Those choosing to embrace the faith often share similar motivations: a search for spiritual guidance, moral clarity, and a deeper sense of belonging. For some, Islam provides structure and ethical principles that help navigate modern challenges, while for others it offers a connection to the rich history of their region. The presence of new Muslims has also influenced the daily rhythms of village life. Community centers and mosques now offer educational programs in Arabic, Quranic recitation, and Islamic history. Children attend classes alongside secular schooling, ensuring that younger generations grow up understanding both their cultural roots and their faith. Families have begun incorporating Islamic traditions into celebrations, meal preparation, and social gatherings, blending them seamlessly with long-standing Bulgarian customs. This gradual integration creates a harmonious balance between the old and the new, preserving local identity while embracing spiritual transformation. Economically, these changes are creating new opportunities. Halal markets, Islamic bookstores, and small cultural businesses have begun to appear, providing both employment and a sense of cultural vitality. Local artisans and farmers often collaborate with these ventures, maintaining traditional practices while meeting the needs of the growing Muslim community. At the same time, tourism is slowly increasing, as travelers seek to experience authentic village life, observe religious practices, and learn about Bulgaria's evolving spiritual landscape. Social media and online platforms play a surprisingly influential role in this transformation. YouTube channels, TikTok videos, and online forums allow curious Bulgarians to explore Islam in a private and accessible way before taking steps within their local community. These platforms provide guidance, answer questions, and share real-life stories of conversion, reinforcing the authenticity and sincerity of the journey. Young people in particular are using these resources to understand faith, connect with mentors, and build supportive networks, often before they even step foot in a mosque. Despite the changes, these villages remain models of coexistence. Christians and Muslims continue to live side by side, attending shared events and respecting each other's traditions. The integration of new Muslims into village life is seen as an enrichment rather than a disruption, demonstrating how religious transformation can occur peacefully, thoughtfully, and inclusively. For residents and visitors alike, these villages offer a unique glimpse into a quiet spiritual revival that is reshaping not only faith but the social fabric of rural Bulgaria. Visitors and journalists who venture into these Bulgarian villages often describe the atmosphere as both serene and vibrant, a unique blend of tradition, spirituality, and community life. The daily rhythm is shaped by faith, family, and local customs, creating a lifestyle that feels timeless yet evolving. Markets bustle with fresh fruits, vegetables, herbs, and traditional handicrafts, while stalls featuring halal foods and Islamic literature reflect the growing influence of Islam in daily life. Villagers have embraced these changes with grace, maintaining the core of Bulgarian rural traditions while integrating new religious practices into their routines. Community life in these villages revolves around education and social cohesion. Children attend local schools but also participate in Quranic lessons, learning the basics of Arabic, Islamic ethics, and history. Parents emphasize the importance of balancing religious education with secular studies, ensuring that the next generation remains connected to both faith and Bulgarian culture. Small libraries and community centers have become hubs for learning, offering books and workshops on Islamic philosophy, ethics, and cultural heritage. These institutions not only educate but also foster a sense of belonging and intellectual curiosity among residents of all ages. Women's groups have played an increasingly important role in village life. These groups focus on religious instruction, social welfare, and community projects, often organizing events that bring together converts and longtime Muslim families. Local councils coordinate with these groups to accommodate prayer schedules, dietary practices, and festivals, ensuring that village life runs smoothly while respecting the diverse needs of the community. This collaboration between civic and religious institutions has strengthened social bonds and created a model of inclusive development that attracts attention from scholars and visitors alike. Tourism, though still modest, is gradually becoming a significant aspect of village life. Foreign visitors arrive to explore historic mosques, participate in cultural events, and experience traditional hospitality. Guest houses offer authentic meals, guided tours, and even opportunities to attend local prayers, allowing tourists to witness firsthand how Islam has been integrated into rural Bulgarian life. These interactions provide economic support for the community while also promoting understanding and appreciation of Bulgaria's multicultural heritage. For many converts, embracing Islam has had profound personal and familial impacts. Families report stronger bonds, a deeper sense of purpose, and moral guidance that shapes their daily decisions and interactions. Religious practices, festivals, and rituals are seen not as obligations but as meaningful expressions of faith that enrich life and community ties. Combined with the scenic beauty of the Bulgarian countryside, this spiritual revival offers a lifestyle that is both fulfilling and deeply connected to local heritage. The integration of Islam into these villages demonstrates that faith can coexist with long-standing traditions, creating a harmonious and evolving cultural landscape. Observers note that the combination of education, community support, and personal commitment has made the spiritual transformation sustainable and inclusive. For journalists, researchers, and travelers, these villages offer a rare glimpse into a quiet yet profound revival of faith, showing how spirituality can reshape communities while maintaining respect for history, culture, and coexistence. The growing trend of Bulgarians converting to Islam in these villages has far-reaching implications for culture, identity, and religious coexistence in the country. Experts suggest that this movement reflects a society increasingly open to personal choice in matters of faith, where individuals can explore spirituality freely and embrace beliefs that resonate with their inner convictions. Unlike in some regions of Europe, where religious tensions occasionally arise, Bulgaria's rural villages have become an example of peaceful integration, demonstrating that diverse faiths can coexist with mutual respect and understanding. Government and local authorities have played a subtle yet supportive role in this transformation. Efforts to preserve historic mosques, maintain cultural heritage, and encourage tourism in Muslim-majority villages have created an environment where religious practice can thrive alongside community development. NGOs and cultural organizations have also contributed by funding educational initiatives, community centers, and interfaith programs that foster dialogue between Christians and Muslims. This combination of institutional support and local engagement has allowed the villages to embrace change without disrupting the social fabric. International attention has grown as journalists, academics, and travelers document the phenomenon. The story of Bulgaria's Islamic villages sparks discussions about faith, identity, and the personal nature of religious conversion. Many converts willingly share their experiences, emphasizing that embracing Islam is a deeply personal and reflective decision rather than a response to societal pressure. They describe how faith has provided structure, moral guidance, and a sense of purpose, shaping both their daily lives and relationships within the community. The villages themselves have become symbols of balance between tradition and change. Ancient houses, scenic hills, and centuries-old mosques coexist with modern community centers, educational programs, and social initiatives. The residents' ability to honor their historical roots while adopting new religious practices highlights a unique model of cultural adaptation. For visitors, the experience is both educational and inspiring, offering insight into how spirituality can quietly reshape the identity of an entire community without conflict or disruption. Looking to the future, experts predict that these villages will continue to evolve, blending Islamic and Bulgarian traditions in ways that strengthen social cohesion, cultural identity, and community resilience. The younger generation, educated in both secular and religious traditions, is likely to carry forward this integration, ensuring that the villages remain vibrant, spiritually grounded, and socially inclusive. Tourism and cultural exchange are expected to grow, allowing outsiders to witness firsthand the harmonious coexistence that defines these communities. Ultimately, these villages are more than just centers of religious revival, they represent a quiet yet profound social transformation. They demonstrate how faith, culture, and tradition can intersect to create communities that are peaceful, cohesive, and spiritually enriched. Visitors leave not only with memories of beautiful landscapes and historic architecture but also with a sense of awe at the dedication, hospitality, and resilience of the people. In Bulgaria's Islamic villages, a quiet revolution in faith is unfolding, reshaping lives, preserving heritage, and offering a model of coexistence that resonates far beyond their borders.